Hi guys, it's me again. So today we're going to do something differently. We're going to take a review on this Thomas and Friends season 25. Oh joy. The biggest mistake of Mattel's life. So as you know, when CGI is ending for Thomas and they're going to change it to 2D, and when we saw the picture, we are all very angry. For example, like that. So today we're going to discuss about the design of Thomas and a few designs of the new upcoming characters, as well as some customs people have made. So let's start with the biggest problem, the blue eyes. Why do we have to come to this? The blue eyes. Why do Thomas have blue eyes? This doesn't make sense. We don't see him have blue eyes in the other shows. Why on earth did Mattel give him that? That doesn't make sense. Another problem. Thomas doesn't have his cap door anymore. Because of this, his pinliping. I guess that means he must have been they had to remove it. They're like, ooh, there's the new season 25 Thomas. Then Mattel's like, where's the door? The cab door? And they'll be like, it's too small, so we often forget about it. Brilliant! Let's use that. So I think that's what they did. Well, there is a plus. The ribbons are gone. I really didn't like the ribbons, but they kept the ribbons on the smoke box, which is, I'm okay with it. The lamb's cute. And the whistles, they're too big. Come on, Mattel, it's like Wonky Whistle all over again. And another problem, Thomas doesn't have side rods. I mean, I know they were technically trying to replicate Thomas Wooden Railway to Thomas Wood, as well as Take a Billion Adventures and Trackmaster Push Along. But this is just lazy, man. I mean, I understand if it's like a Disney thing, like Disney makes a movie called Trains, but I know it'll make sense there, but not here. Suddenly, the show will be called Thomas. Not Thomas and Friends, just Thomas. All episodes will be made about Thomas. It's going to be boring, actually. What if I want to make an episode all about Boco? Or even Billy? Or even Lady? Or even the logging locos? But this is... First we thought Calling All Edges was bad. Then we thought the Sharon Miller error was bad. Then we thought the Island Rescue was bad. Then we thought of The Great Race. Then Journey Beyond Sodor. Then Big World Big Adventures. Then Season 22. And the little spin-off series of Thomas. And now we get this. Oh, we were all spoiled brats during those years because we didn't know this was coming along in the future. So, yeah. To myself, I was okay at first, but now, I'm looking at it. It just doesn't look good. I mean, I am glad of the few details. They like the coupling hooks and the buffers and the lamp. I guess the smile's okay, but the blue eyes, yeah, that's a big theory. But other than that, I am a little bit okay with it. Those are the only flaws I fought with this. But anyways, I mean, would it be easy just to... couldn't they just use this design? This design that is made by Tom, the YouTubing tank engine. So I got the name wrong. He did a marvelous job on this. Shout out to him. But anyways, this design looks so much better for Thomas. I mean, I understand they didn't get rid of the blue eyes, but other than that, this new design Thomas looks good. And I wish it made the final cut, because it looked so nice. So yeah. I mean, I didn't know how Mattel didn't see it. I mean, this design could have easily been better. Someone could have easily just redo some of the scene, redo the design in like 10 minutes. It wouldn't not be so hard. But the more I think about it, the more it's unlikely that Mattel's going to listen to us now. And we're always going to have, from season 25 to season 26, and the 2 new movies that'll be coming out next year and the year after that, we'll have to deal with this. But anyways, now here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a look at some customs that YouTubers made. Well, only one YouTuber bothered to make, as well as myself. So technically 2 YouTubers that did signed. Unless you're counting Tom, the YouTubing tank engine, of course. So that's technically 3, but nonetheless, let's get to the review. So this one isn't a custom, but actually there's many people that made their own versions, but this one is a custom. This is actually what Mattel did. Let's go to it. Our beloved A3 Pacific Gordon. Remember I said that he was unfinished? Well, Mattel finally able to finish him off and giving him a tender, which is actually really good. Yeah, this reminds me of Gordon. But I must say his design's odd, though. Still better than this. So yeah, I like his face, I guess. But the problem is blue eyes, no side rods, and a big giant funnel. Not funnel, whistle. Sorry. Okay, now we get to on. We still need to look what the Fat Controller will look like, so let's get to other people. Let's go. Now we get to Ryan. And when I thought Ryan was actually great, was this someone that was made by Mattel, I was actually kind of fooled, because I thought this was a Mattel thing. But you got to admit, despite it's now fan-made, you got to admit, he looks good. At least he didn't get blue eyes. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, so this kind of reminds me of Ryan. But I must say his design looks odd though. Then we get to Diesel 10. And I thought Mattel was actually going to bring him back. When I turned out that he was actually someone that made, I was pretty upset. I mean, both Diesel and Ryan could have easily been what Mattel made. But, whatever. So Diesel 10, his face is okay. His claw's good. The only problem I have with it is the door. They forgot the doors. Oh, and another thing, Diesel 10 and Gordon don't have the correct buffers. I mean, you could have easily just squared them about. Someone could have easily done like in 10 minutes. But whatever. That doesn't matter now. So, despite those 2 flaws, that Diesel 10 looks good. Now we get to on the ones that people made and try best. So the first one that someone made, well, all of the rest of them are from the same YouTuber, but this character is a character that I was really glad that he made. Billy. Now, I really wanted Billy to come back, but I think this is most likely what his heel will look like. Yeah, I kind of like it. Yeah, I kind of like it. Yes, that's Billy. Next, we have Henry. And Henry looks okay. Yeah, it looks like a Henry to me. So yeah, this is Henry. Next, we have Boco. Now, I bet you guys are really hoping that one day Mattel would use this inspiration to bring back Boco. That would have been a nice decision. Next, we have Percy. Since no one have technically... Mattel didn't technically made a Percy, this YouTuber made his own. It looks nice. Next is a character that everyone wants to bring back. Lady. Now, I really like Lady. I didn't put her in my top 10 characters that should return, but I will probably redo it. Might add a few more engines. And I think Lady will definitely be one of them. So yeah, let's move on. Next we have Rosie. Now, Rosie looks okay. It looks like a Rosie. Yeah, it's a good one. Next we get to see my favourite character, Edward. So if you haven't known, Edward's actually my favourite character. I love his design, his voice, his character. I love Edward. So yeah, I think this looks good. It looks like an Edward that I remember. And when I heard from a YouTuber that Edward and Henry are coming back in the Steam team, replacing Emily and Nia, I didn't believe it, but I was pretty excited. Let's hope it happens. Next we got another character that everyone wants to bring back, Stepney. Now this looks a little bit like Stepney. Although it didn't get the technically shape of it, not the shape, the color, I really like this one. Next, we got another character everyone wants to bring back, Arthur. Now this is very good. Yeah, it may not have the correct pinstriping, but this is an Arthur. Next, we got Nia. Now this Nia looks very good. Yeah, a little bit different, but I really like Nia. Yeah, but Nia's one of my disliked characters, so yeah, there we go. There's Duck, and the person did a marvelous job on it. Hiding the smoke box, it was a real good touch. I really like that. Next we have Oliver. Oliver looks good. Yeah, Oliver looks okay. There's Donald, and he looks good. But we can't have Donald without his twin brother Douglas, and Douglas looks good too. Now we get to the customs of the Season 25 characters that I created. The first one we got is Charlie. Charlie's was the first one, and he's actually my favourite custom. It looks really good. This reminds me of Charlie. The next one I did was James. And James' look was one of the hardest ones I have to do. You know why? The tender. So that is James. Next up we got Daisy. I just reskinned Boco and just give it makeup and white buffers. This looks good. Moving on. Next we have Toby. Now all I did is just use this Season 25 Thomas and colored it up. I kept the buffers and the face and the funnel, but just cropped it everywhere else. Other than that, it's all colored. The next one I did was Diesel, and I kept the wheels as shown, and it's just a simple thing, except I kept the window from there. Yeah, I like the Diesel face very much. Next up we have Mavis, and fun fact, I just used a screenshot of Diesel and Mavis. And the other Diesel was used for Mavis. Other than I just coloured the side plates. Next up we have Paxton, and I really like this Paxton. This reminds me of Paxton really much. Yeah, this is a Paxton. So that's Paxton. the second last one I done was Emily, and it looked really, and she was the second hardest one to do. But other than that, she's good. And the final one is Rebecca. So yeah, I just used a reskin of Gordon and just colored in. That's a smile. I got her nameplate. I got her lining. Nintendo real good. So I think I did well on her. So this is what I have a message to Mattel. If you want to end Thomas and Friends with CGI, at least end it on a high note. But even though the terrible design, you can't just make every story with Thomas. Otherwise, you will lose audience and you'll run out of money. And this time, it will definitely be the show's fault. Season 20 was a blast of a series, and it could have been. We could have had season 21, season 22, season 23, season 24, even season 25, season 26, just like it. But Mattel, if you're watching this, then you need to. Well, I don't say get rid of the designs. I say you should just. You could still make Thomas as the main character, and Thomas could be in every episode, but don't make episodes about the same character himself, cause otherwise it'll just get boring. So this is what I need you to do. We want every character that I mentioned, as well as other characters people wanted, have their own episodes. Like Billy, or Henry, or Boco, or Percy, or even Lady. And use the customs and bring back old-fashioned characters like Billy, Boco, Lady, Stepney, Arthur, Charlie, and all others that I have mentioned, but mostly those guys. So, Mattel, if you're watching this, please don't let the season down. Try and make your best from a disaster and make it just like the classic series. And also, don't kick out Emily or Nia from the Steam team. Perhaps you should have an episode when the sheds exploded, blah blah blah, and it was rebuilt and it had 11 births, and Henry and Edward moved back to Tidmouth Sheds, so there were no more replacements. And here are the two ones that they should actually and just move in. I changed my mind, not 11 sheds, 12 sheds. I say one of them should be Toby, because, well, Toby's an interesting character. Having him in the main character sheds would be nice for a change. The next character I want Mattel to have moving to Tidmouth Sheds is Duck, because Duck could have easily been a main character if it weren't for Emily. And finally, Rosie, because we all want Rosie in the Steam team. Make it happen, Mattel. And we also want Billy and Charlie to be twin brothers, and they look out for one another. Make it happen, Mattel. And we also want Lady to be Thomas's love interest. Come on, make it happen, Mattel. Or what about Boco can move into a wolf sheds with Philip, so Philip won't be that lonely. Or Stepney and his friends Bluebell, Primrose, Adams, Comfort, and Captain Baxter come to Sodor for a visit. I don't care if this will be if only happens in one season. We just want Stepney back. Or how about Diesel 10 becoming an evil villain? And Diesel and Paxton could have worked for him. Or what about Arthur going to work with Salty and Porter at the docks? So all in fairness, I don't think season 25 is that bad. Maybe it'll be better. We can only hope. And let's hope that Mattel having this God's season. And let's hope for the future of Thomas and Friends will be good. Please, Mattel, don't ruin Thomas.